So today, our middle child learned an important lesson about electrical outlet safety. I wasn't going to record a video of this, but I want to show. You can see the path that the electrical current took across this metallic stress relief, and it is so on there that I can't even pry it off. I mean, this thing welded. Like, I can't even... I'm not pushing incredibly hard because, of course, I don't want to break the thing. The charger. Charger is still good. Ah, we got it. Cool. There we are. You can see, yeah. So, yeah, while that's got a little bit extra material on it, the charger itself is still usable, I think. I haven't plugged it in to test it yet. I'm sure the charger is fine. And looking at the cable, even, the jacket is still there. The current traveled along the metal spring strain relief, and the current was on the outside of the charger. None of the high current went through the charger, so the charger itself did not see any kind of an overload. It did not see any overvoltage. The worst it might have seen is an undervoltage. Because all of the voltage was going across the outside of the strain relief. Because the strain relief got so hot that it melted, and you can see, I mean, that just pooled up like a little ball there. But the metal got hot enough to melt, and yes, it got hot enough to melt the jacket a little bit, but the jacket protected the wires on the inside, which is exactly what it is designed to do. So I am confident that this cable is fine. The cable, I'm sure, is fine. The charger, I'm sure, is fine. All we did was have a little bit of extra current going on the outside between the hot and the neutral, or the line and the neutral. And yes, that's a dangerous situation. However, two things happened. One, the surge suppressor has a built-in, I call it a circuit breaker. I'm not sure that it really is, but it does have something along the lines of a circuit breaker built into it, and that did trip. The power supply, or the surge suppressor, did shut off within milliseconds, and it didn't even trip the household breaker. The second thing is, had that not tripped, had the surge suppressor not shut off the way it was designed to do, then the household breaker would have shut off. I know this from personal experience. Don't ask for details. This is fine. This is safe. Now, had the surge suppressor been faulty and it not shut off, and had the household breaker been faulty and it not shut off, then yes, absolutely. This would have been a high current, high heat. Well, it would have been a heater. And a very, very, very efficient heater capable of causing a fire on that jacket, lighting the cable on fire, possibly, potentially lighting the carpet on fire. Come to find out, the carpet is flame retardant, but do not ask me for details on that one. Let's just say I've learned some things in my old years. Neither here nor there. This is fine. I'm not worried, I'm not concerned, but this is why you need to have good quality equipment. This is why you need to have safety built into that equipment in the form of these circuit breakers in the surge suppressor. And, yeah, if you have the opportunity not to buy one of these metal strain relief cables, I would recommend not buying one of these metal strain relief cables for exactly this reason, because no matter how many times you push this damn thing back into the outlet, it's going to work its way out. Now, had this been plugged straight into the wall, I could have had a problem. It would have tripped the household breaker, and a lot more than just that outlet would have shut off. Fortunately, I had it plugged into a good quality surge suppressor that shut off before the household breaker even had a chance to. So I still have lights, because my house is built before the code required that the lights be on a different circuit. Anyway, I recommend not having these metal surge suppressors, or strain reliefs, on the cables, because when they are barely plugged in and you're pulling things around and you got them all coiled up under your sofa or under your recliner or under your coffee table or under your bed or any number of pieces of furniture that this might be trapped under, that you start pulling on the cable, next thing you know the cable is drug across and you have the potential for a fire. And of course, had it started a fire, I wouldn't be recording this video right now. But look at that. That's cool, isn't it? Like, nobody got hurt, and nothing did catch fire. So we can learn from this, and that's the cool thing. We can see the damage that was done. It melted it. Look at that. I mean, that's like a ball of molten... Well, it's not molten anymore, but it was at one moment a molten puddle of metal. And that's cool. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Dangerous. Do be careful. Make sure your chargers are plugged in all the way. Not just your chargers, but your lamps, your massage blankets, everything. Just make sure everything is plugged in fully, all the way they're supposed to be. Avoid the metal accoutrement of your charging cables. And stay safe.